Hey, how you doing? This is my song talk about my song In the Astral. It's a song about out-of-body experiences, astral traveling, lucid dreams. It's all kind of the one and the same for me. They have different terms, but it's all kind of happens in the same time for me. And so I wrote this song, and I just want to talk about it a little bit and explain what goes on in it. And first of all, I started experiencing out of body astral projections when I was in my uh, early mid 30s, I think. And it was quite an astonishing thing. So I'm going to kind of talk about it through the lens of the song. I'll play the song and explain what I was talking about, what happened, what the lyrics are about, rather. So, this guitar, the song is written with a cigar box guitar initially. It's got so many instruments. This is the most complicated song I've ever written, and I'm really proud of it. It's kind of just kind of a big thing. Here we go. And that's the cigar box guitar playing at the beginning there.
Met my father in a lucid dream. Cleared the set and stopped everything. There he stood before my eyes. I was surprised, he was surprised.
Okay, so that's a true story. Is I did meet my father in an astral dream. My father passed away when I was 27, and I'd seen him in dreams before, but not in a lucid astral dream. So what happened was I was dreaming, and I noticed that my father was playing the role of my boss. I said, wait, this is I had astral projections before, so I knew that this was like I was in a dream, and this was the way to get somewhere by admitting that it was in a dream. And that's what you do. You basically say, I'm dreaming. I realize I'm dreaming. So I realized I was dreaming, and I said, wait, clear the set. And at that point, that was my method for getting rid of the dreamscape. And so the dreamscape cleared, but then my dad was still standing there in front of me. And we had a conversation, just brief conversation, but he was astonished. And so was I, that we could see each other. It was like he thought he was just going to be playing this role of my boss, and there he was right in front of me. So that was really cool and very dramatic thing that happened. Here we go to the chorus. Oh no, it started again. Hold on. There we go.
In the astral, what I think comes right to me. In the astral, I'm out of body. My bone.
Now, what's going on there is I'm saying, in the astral, what I think comes right to me, because thought creates action or creates things right in front of you when you're in the astral realm. It just happens immediately. And so that's what I was talking about. And so also travel, they call it astral travel, but if you think of a place, then you're there. I do find, I'm not sure how this works exactly, because there's many books about it, and different people have different opinions and different experiences. It's all about your experience. But I have experienced before where I wanted to go someplace and everything goes dark and I feel wind. I feel wind and I hear wind in my ears, and then I'm someplace as if I'm traveling. But there's really no travel because it's not in the physical. So, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Maybe it's just a representation, because I am still a body and mind from or at least the mind there, from the physical, and I need some sort of sense of movement to show that I'm going somewhere. That's the only thing I could think of with that. And here we go on to verse 2.
My bones rest while I expand. Out of body in a magic land. I fear heights, but yet I fly. Look to the sky, who am I?
Okay, so in that that one there, I was talking about like fearing heights, and I really am very afraid of heights. I don't like the worst thing is those rope bridges that go across cliffs and stuff, go across ravines, whatever. I can't stand those. And so one of the things that most people do is fly around when they're in the astral, and they really enjoy it. But I still had that fear with me, and I had to really coach myself over many different times of going in the astral to say, okay, it's just my mind. If I control the fear, then I control. If I can control the flight, because what happens is the fear takes over, and the flight becomes just a drop. Wherever I am, I just drop. Most of the time in the astral, you kind of float over the floor or whatever, anything. But man, when it comes to flying, I just get scared. So I remember one time finally going, okay, I'm just gonna relax into it. I was falling, and I relaxed into it, and then I stopped falling, because when you're thinking of, oh my God, I'm gonna fall, then what happens in the astral is that you fall. That's exactly what you experience. So I was able to calm myself down and actually have flight that went okay. I can't say it happened all the time, because it's definitely a strong fear of mine. But most people fly all around and jump off mountains and stuff. And I even heard Ozzy Osbourne Over the Mountain song. I think that's what it's called, yeah. And I listened to it as a teenager and loved that album, and love the song. And then is that on Diary of a Madman? I'm not sure. And then I've listened to it just recently. He's totally talking about the astral. He mentions astral, so he's talking about flying. So I know Ozzy Osbourne does this too. And chorus 2 is basically the same. There's a second part's a little different.
What I think comes right to me. I'm out of body. No need to say goodbye. I'll live after I die.
That's very dramatic, but living after you die, that is the thing I got from the very first time that I awakened within a dream and realized that I was out of body, my body was sleeping. And by the way, if you think about your body too much when you're in the astral and you think about it, you go right back to it. And this is the same too. This is out of body experiences and near-death experiences. It's the same sort of thing, except near death, you're dealing with a bigger issue, like are you going to die or not? But you're basically without your body. And so without my body, I was like, okay, so my body's there in bed, but I'm here. My consciousness does not live in my body. That's the natural assumption. It's like a natural knowledge that comes up as a result of astral travel, is that I am not my body. And my feelings on it now is that my body's actually a projection of my consciousness. But then when I first started doing it, I was just like, I'm not my body, so if I die, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to go on and do whatever. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but my consciousness will continue. That was just the feeling I get. It's like a knowing. And that's really cool. So that's what I'm talking about, that I will live after I die. And we all do. And I'm a psychic medium, and I talk to people who have passed on and give information to loved ones here, so that we continue on. And now we go to the bridge, the rock and roll bridge.
After I die.
Die in here. You can hear that flute thing. Alright, now we're going to go to another section called awaken. It actually says awaken. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it says, I need to find a mirror. I wonder what I look like, those are two things that I thought of all the time when I went in astral.
I was feeling to my hand right here and there.
And I said, I always forget to look at my hands, but they're right here, aren't they? That was one of the tasks I gave myself when I first started doing astral travel, is to look at, see what my body looks like. What is it? Is it a light body? What is it? Because you're usually so focused on what's going on that you don't even think about those things. The consciousness involved in astral travel it's very similar. It's like awaking waking consciousness, but it is different. It's more like blinders on. It's more channeled towards what's happening now. Like in the physical here, I could be sitting here and even telling you something and then thinking about something else and just kind of be kind of present and kind of not. You have to be totally present in the astral. If you're not present, you kind of like fall asleep and then go back to your body. It feels like falling asleep a lot of the time. So you've got to be present with it. You've got to be there for the whole thing. And looking at your hands and stuff, just I used to do that, to look in a mirror, see what I look like, that, you know, just to find out, what is this thing I'm traveling in? What does it look like?
I was feel to leave my hand right here and there. You can awaken within a dream, in a vivid astral scene. You can awaken within a dream while your body's fast asleep.
Okay, so I'm saying there, you can awaken within a dream while your body's fast asleep. You can awaken within a dream in a vivid astral scene. I wanted to give people the idea. I just wanted to plant it in your head, if you haven't thought about it before, that you can do this. I believe everyone has the ability to do this. I'm not special because I do it. It's just I thought about doing it. I think I've read about it. I think I've read about Robert Monroe or something, and I thought about it happening, and then therefore made it happen. So I want to just plant that idea in everyone's head that you can do this. And the thing to do when you wake up, when you notice your dream, you say, wait, this is a dream. Say, hey, I'm dreaming, but stay there. Don't think about where's my body. Don't get too excited. At the beginning, I got so excited, I would just go right back to my body. Be like, oh my God, I'm in a dream, and then go back. So the steps are kind of realizing you're in a dream, declaring it, and then the next step is clearing a dream. Like, just clear the dreamscape away, because you're learning lessons through the dreamscape. But you can clear that and then go do whatever your consciousness wants to do out there. A lot of times you're shown stuff that is so exciting that you can't even think about doing something else, because you cleared the dream or whatever, and wow, you're already somewhere. And you know, there's other helpers guiding you through this whole process. So that maybe it's something important that you need to look into. I'm going to kind of fast forward to the end of this. It's a long song. It's like 5 minutes song. It's my opus. And this is pretty much a repeat. I didn't think this through the whole time, man. Not a lot of it repeats, but this part here, the beat's more of a swing beat now. For those of you who are musicians. And then I wanted this section is more like a calm section, that's peaceful and nice. It kind of like different parts of the song represent different things I've experienced, just in a kind of general way. That's not just one thing. The astral can be all sorts of things. It can be whatever your imagination holds. And I think maybe a lot of it is what other people imagine. That's where you are. Now I'm saying, come with me in the astral. I'm just asking you to join me to try this. It's so cool. It's such a great experience. It'll just change your life drastically. Once I did this, once I had astral projecting down, that's where I looked into everything metaphysical. And it took me a few years before I started doing the psychic work, but it started the whole thing, that's for sure. It changed my whole view of life, what physical life is. Alright, well, I hope you like that. So, please go check out the song itself, In the Astral. There's a lyric video, and maybe if you're looking at this and some time has passed, there's actually a full video, because I plan on doing a full video, perhaps with green screen and everything, because it's got to be a wacky video to match the song. But the lyric video is definitely up now as you watch this, so go check that out too. Thanks. Bye.